Verse 5, and the servant said to him, perhaps the woman will not be willing to follow me to this land. Must I take your son back to the land from which you came? But Abraham said to him, beware that you do not take my son back there. The Lord God of heaven, who took me from my father's house and from the land of my family, and who spoke to me and swore to me, saying, to your descendants I give this land. He will send his angel before you, and you shall take a wife for my son from there. And if the woman is not willing to follow you, then you will be released from this oath. Only do not take my son back there. So the servant put his hand under the thigh of, we're going to stick with thigh, of Abraham, his master, and swore to him concerning this matter. So he didn't want to be responsible, if there wasn't somebody that was willing to come back, which I could understand, because it's like we leave here and go to Idaho to find a wife for a son, and these people from Idaho don't know you from Adam. They haven't been in contact with them for probably, he left at 75, Abraham did, and now he's approximately 140, 150.
Probably around, because, okay, so this is estimated to be about 3 years after Sarah died. Sarah died when she was 127, so roughly around when she would have been 130. He's 10 years older than her, so about 140.
Okay. Somehow they lost contact. They didn't text each other. They didn't make any phone calls. And it's just complete different people.
Yeah.
Because for one thing, Abraham's father was an idol maker. He made idols, correct?
Yeah.
So we don't know what this family is doing now, if they're following God or not. And you're sending this guy who knows who God is to a completely unknown family.
Yeah.
The only thing that they know is that Abraham left.
Yeah.
To follow a God. They didn't know who he was still.
Yeah.
So this whole thing is like it's just whacked.
Yeah, I mean, this is how much he disliked the Canaanite culture, that he would send his man. Like, he didn't even, his gripe wasn't necessarily the idolatry. Like, yeah, that's bad, but like, I'll get...
Not like the Canaanites.
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of choice. Everybody's an idolater. But the thing is, he won't even consider the daughter of somebody that lives in his household, one of his servants, or somebody that converted, that he was, friends with. He's not considering any of those because of the culture around him, the culture that they grew up in. And he was like, no, I'm going to send you over there. You can get another idolater, and maybe we can work with that. Mm-hmm. At least somebody that's closer to my culture, culturally. Somebody that doesn't kill their own child to sacrifice to whatever demonic god they worship. Somebody that doesn't hate the poor. Somebody that's...
Oh, this is speculation, though.
But,
I mean...
In his mind.
Yes, because he doesn't really know if they've been... tangled up with Canaanites down there or wherever, in Ur.
Well, I mean, they're...
The assumption is that they haven't.
Well, they're roughly 550 miles away. The way that you would have gone, because you wouldn't have gone straight because of vast desert. You would have gone in kind of a semicircular way, so it adds to the distance. It's 550 something miles away. You know, there's some interaction because of trade and stuff, but it's not an ongoing daily interaction with them learning the ways of this people. And so one can see how he's hopeful, because where else is he supposed to go? Egypt?
Right.
He already tasted the fruit of
Yeah.
that. He's not doing that again. Canaanite? No. Philistines? No.
No.
Like, at least the Philistines were better. And look, the Philistines were better. They were welcoming. They took whatever woman they wanted, without respect to the family. But at least, when they were confronted by God, they were like, oh, okay, our bad. So they had some respect for God. They weren't that evil. But he still doesn't want that.
Right.
He's thinking that, oh, I know my dad. Like, he was an idolater, but at least he was a decent man. So, and I know my brother, and he was an idolater, but at least he was a decent man. So I'm assuming that his son and his son after him, because let's admit it, Aram should have had great-grandchildren by now. So he's thinking about the next generations of his cousins. Like, at least they're, or nephews, I should say. That, like, at least they're probably decent people. Like, so.
I just
yeah.
wanted to throw a wrench in there.
I mean, you're right. He's speculating in his own mind, and he's
Hopeful.
we're speculating about his speculations.
Right, yeah.
but we can understand as fathers ourselves where he's coming from. And yeah, I mean, hope springs eternally. So